And welcome back. So Death Battle had their episode of Lobo versus Ghost Rider. I won't say who won exactly, but I will say the person I thought would win did win. And generally speaking, for the reasons I thought. If you saw my predictions, then you know exactly what happened. It was actually a really good fight, too. That was one of their better ones, I think. But this next one, someone that actually spoiled it previously. And by the way, I guess it's not a big deal, but I do kind of like to see the surprise at the end. So at the episode, and be like, oh, that's the next one, instead of someone kind of spoiling it in the comments. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but it's just one of those things that and I'd like to get spoiled on. I'd like to wait for the surprise if possible. But it's the Dragonzord from the original Power Rangers series versus MechaGodzilla. Now, with MechaGodzilla, I have to believe they're going to combine, kind of like they did. They're going to do a composite of the MechaGodzillas that have come and gone to create one MechaGodzilla. Now, who do I think wins this fight? This is a tough one because both these guys are designed to fight Kaiju. One is designed to fight a specific Kaiju, and therefore strong enough to kick the ass of other Kaijus. The other, see, I'm trying to remember the win-loss record because the Dragonzord, I think, showed up more times than the MechaGodzilla did. Because MechaGodzilla only showed up in MechaGodzilla's specific movies. So, and by that logic, the Dragonzord clearly showed up a few more times. Here's the thing: the Dragonzord clearly is a bit more mobile than MechaGodzilla. Even by watching the other movies, you could tell the MechaGodzilla was a bit stiff in its movements. It had rockets, sure, but so does the Dragonzord. Dragonzord, though, was quite clearly the more agile of the two. Both could take some hits, certainly. Both are durable. One's made of like space titanium or some crap like that, and the others just were like super durable. Size-wise, let me get the size of these guys. Let's see. The Dragonzord. So Dragon. Well, technically, it's the Godzilla. Let's be clear. The Serpentera is the real Dragonzord. That's really designed after a dragon. Dragonzord. The the Dragonzord that we're going to have in the fight is more designed off of Godzilla. It actually is. So let's see. Dragonzord is, in terms of size, 170 tons, a height of 38 meters, and a length of, wait, what? Really? That's only that big? 38 meters, and, unless it's no, yeah, that's got to be it. So 38 meters roughly translates to meters, roughly speaking, like 1 point something odd. So, really? The length 62 meters, speed 140 kilometers. Really? The Dragonzord features a wide array of weaponry. It has a drill-tip tail, shoots missiles and fingertips, equipped for water battle, equipped to battle underwater than the Dinos, was better equipped to. Anyway, Time would usually command it remotely from the sidelines, though on a rare occasion he would pilot it from the cockpit. Capable of combining with the other Dinozords, which if I had to guess, kind of like they did with the Tigerzord, they're going to use the combined Dragonzord at some point. Because, look, you got to use these guys at the strongest they've ever been to make it fair. At least in the Death Battle perception. So the Dragonzord was capable of combining with other dinosaurs of various configurations. When joined with the Master and Triceratops and Saber-Tooth Tiger, formed the Dragonzord Battle Mode, which was a lot cooler. It was a little bit taller and weighed a hell of a ton more. Had a lance. Let's see here now. And then there was the Mega Dragonzord, which was just the Megazord with the Dragonzord on top of it. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't think they'll use this one. Because that's less Dragonzord and more Megazord with the Dragonzord on top of it. So I don't think they're going to use that one. But I think they are going to use the we almost got an ad playing there. That almost happened. I think they are going to use the Dragonzord Battle Mode. So if we factor Dragonzord Battle Mode into it, what does MechaGodzilla stand at? Just in general, let's just spitball here for a second. MechaGodzilla. Because Godzilla, let's be honest, is a hell of a lot bigger than freaking the Megazord. And MechaGodzilla is roughly speaking the same size as Godzilla. And by the way, they're clearly not using the anime MechaGodzilla. They're clearly using the general Godzilla, MechaGodzilla. Because there's fake Godzilla, which is actually the MechaGodzilla. Then there's MechaGodzilla from the Heisei series, Black MechaGodzilla, and then the Hero MechaGodzilla, which had the original bones. Oh, okay. So the Showa era was 50 meters. The Rio era was also 50 meters. The Millennium series was a bit bigger at 60. The Heisei series, where's the Heisei series, was 120 meters tall. It First off, it's already bigger than the Dragonzord. Pretty much every form except battle mode, and even then, size actually does matter when it comes to machines because it directly affects kind of power output, and this would be no exception. But the Heisei series doesn't just double the height of the Dragonzord. It flat out quadruples the height of the Dragonzord. Holy crap! Length, though, has always been apparently around 100 meters, though that's mostly the Reiwa. I don't know how that's pronounced, by the way. The Showa era, by the way, all these guys... here's the thing. The Dragonzord is actually a lot heavier than everyone except the Heisei series, oddly enough. It's still heavier than the Heisei series one, but not by much. Similar to how the height-wise... it dwarfs the Dragonzord, pretty much like quadruples it. Millennium Series, 36 metric tons, 40 with the battle gear on it. Reiwa is only Reiwa series, 30 metric tons. Showa series, 40 metric tons. Only the Heisei is around 150, and that's still not as heavy. The Dragonzord, despite being generally a bit shorter in most incarnations, and particularly when you go to the Millennium series, still outweighs the MechaGodzilla by, if I'm going by these numbers, 150, almost 5 times. So that actually just changed up like the melee combat aspects a bit here, because where it's Dragonzord, generally speaking, is shorter and smaller, especially in battle mode, it can completely dwarfs this guy in terms of speed, in terms of weight, which is actually means that it can deliver far heavier like impacts than the MechaGodzilla can. But the thing about that is it doesn't really matter ultimately, in my opinion, because to me this does have to go to MechaGodzilla. If it was just coming down straight down to hand-to-hand like melee combat, I'd probably actually lean towards the Dragonzord. But the problem is MechaGodzilla, while definitely capable in melee combat, has a hell of a lot more weapons on it than the Dragonzord. And the Dragonzord has been defeated several times. I mean, MechaGodzilla always loses in the end anyway. Except in, what was it, the Tokyo SOS? Yeah, where it actually plunged Godzilla into the depths. Basically, the original Godzilla, like the spirit of the original Godzilla, possessed it. It basically took control of it and then, disappeared. The Reiwa series, it was constructed by humanity. Godzilla Planet of the Monsters. That's the animated one. Okay. Oh, and then he showed up in Ready Player One. I love that, by the way. That was awesome. But MechaGodzilla City, it turns out it's like a nanotech thing. I don't know. Point being, though, my money, frankly, has to go with MechaGodzilla on this one. He's, generally speaking, I think he's more durable. But more than anything, he's just has more firepower. Firepower, boom, boom, boom. So, yeah, that's got to be my take on that. But what do you think? You think it's Dragonzord or you think it's MechaGodzilla? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll get to a review of it at some point. So I got a review. I didn't record, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to do like a 5 to 10 minute review of scary stories told in the dark. So I'll be back in a little bit. Have a good one, folks. Still got What If and Who Would Win to bring out today, so keep your eyes out for those.